Hey, what's going on? Oh, it already. Damn it. Every single time you would think I would just freaking clear my throat before the show started. Oh. The live stream of the Eric St. Show podcast comes to you this time from my friends at Tag Accounting. Oh, my God. I don't know what my deal is. Give Troy a call, 616-301-9516. Yeah, it's really bad when you're 30 seconds into a show and your voice already sounds like batshit. Damn it. Oh. Tag Accounting online at tagcpa.net. I've really started to develop this type of like rasp. It's I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe I'm pushing it too far. You know, like when your favorite band is on tour, and then all of a sudden the lead singer of whatever band says, "Yeah, my voice is exhausted. I can't do it." And you're like, "Yeah, bullshit. How the hell is that? Oh my God, I paid all this money for these tickets, and here you are." Maybe it's that. My gosh, God forbid, right? Some of you might be like, "No, please bring it on." Troy Ginzer at Tag Accounting, 616-301-9516. Anywhere in the USA, get your taxes done from the professionals at Tag Accounting. Okay. Saving you money because you're going to get more money back in your return. Don't believe me? I've got dozens of listeners from the last tax year who will say, "Yeah, he's right. It was great and so simple. No red tape, no worry. Just submit all of your paperwork that you need. You know, all those forms that show how much money you made. If you're a newbie, you might have to upload last year's tax documentation so that he can kind of get a bead as to what's happening in your world. A phone call or two, and this can, again, be anywhere in the USA. Tag Accounting. Join the army of Zane Show podcast listeners that have dived into this for tax season. In a matter of a day or so, you're going to get all those. You're going to start getting those documents that say, this is what you made from your employer. If you're self-employed, it's even more. Oh, God. Seriously, I cannot imagine doing my own taxes, being self-employed like, shit. Come on. Tag Accounting, 616-301-9516. Let me tell you the difference about when you get your oil changed at Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, than you would Joe Schmo's oil change, Quick Oil Idiot, whatever. Okay? When you go to Quick Oil Idiot, all they're trying to do is sell you whatever. They start with things like, "Oh, man, this air cleaner, my God. There's no way possible you can change this. You need this." It's like high pressure. They're leaning on you. Not so with Irvine's. This is how it went. I went there and I took the Civic there, and I go, "Okay, I need the oil change." Okay, so they did that, and then while they do that, they do a total check over the car, and here's what they determine. They go, "Eric, first of all, these tires are a disaster." Now I know that at Uncle Frankie's Quick Oil and Lube, they're not going to examine my tires. And they go, "Look, dude, we got a picture." And they actually sent me in the email of, "This is the problem. These tires are a disaster. This weather, whoever's driving this car," turns out Jackie, "is going to wind up in the ditch. You do not." And I go, "Good news. I'm going to get the snowies." Because in Michigan, if you don't have snow tires, man, seriously. I go, "This is no big deal because those tires are coming off and I'm throwing them away." They go, "Awesome." They go, but you also need an alignment. Part of the reason why your tires look like shit is because the vehicle is it's not aligned appropriately. You have to have this or else the tires wear weird, you know? I go, all right, no problem. So get the snowies, take the vehicle back to Irvine's today or tomorrow. They don't even know that's happening. I'm just going to drop it off. And then have Bruce and the crew and Eric and the gang and Cool and the gang align it. Give me an alignment on that vehicle. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. If you're in the West Michigan area, 616-532-6600. Thank you to Irvine's. Thank you, Irvine's. And last but not least, on the open, the intro, I should say, BK Guns and Stuff. Get your firearms serviced by part of the Saranac Shit Kicker crew. BK Guns and Stuff, known around the world. Okay, seriously, they're featured in all these videos and shit like that have become pretty popular online. But my God, BK Guns and Stuff. If you have weaponry, it doesn't matter where you are in the USA, you can get the weaponry to them and they can service it. Customization, repair, clean, whatever. You got a gun, it needs service. Have BK Guns and Stuff do it. 616-902-2447. All right. It is the 6th of January, 2021. The Eric Zane Show podcast begins now.
I'm going to give everybody 3 action steps. 1, huge models are fake. Ugly truth. Fake cases, fake case studies, fake tests. Gee, they're grabbing your freedoms. Turn to the person next to you and give them a hug.
What?
Someone you don't know. Go hug somebody. Go ahead and spread it out. Mass spreader. It's a mass spreader event. It's a mass spreader event. It's a mass spreader event. There you go. Hug it out. I'm married, but if you want to give me a hug too, or you can do that.
Hello, this is Rick from TC Paintball. You've tuned into the Eric Zane Show. Listen in while slapping a knee or through gritted teeth. Hear all of Eric's opinions, even the correct ones.
Hey, very much, Rick. That voice you just heard is our asshole of the day, actually. I'll get to that in a second. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. My gosh, it's a daily show where I cover news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Always personal adventures. Holy shit, man. Late start today. Sorry. I was just sitting here writing. That's all I was doing. I was writing away. Clicky. I'm like, oh my God, this shit, it's late. These people are going to be pissed off. They're going to kick my ass. Sorry. But I was here. Just a slow-moving soul. And that's crazy because I feel better than ever. Every day I feel so much better. Okay. Wednesdays, as always, are Dear Meathead Days with my soon-to-be in March. I guess it's a couple months away. 87-year-old father. Dear Meathead, my dad with Joanne in the background, his better half. What a team those two are. Dear Meathead brought to you by JM Synthetics. If you got a question, send it along on the email eric@ericzaneshow.com. Okay? You can remain anonymous if you like, but we will get to that in about, 33 minutes. Okay, and just a ton of stuff to get to on the show. Let me just start off. Okay, yesterday I spent considerable time discussing the insane set of variables about getting insurance. And it's every year at the start of the year, there's always this weirdo learning curve. Somewhere, somehow, something got nutty. And it's remarkable. All I want to do is give more money to more people. All right? And despite how easy that should be, it's what a challenge. What a challenge. And the wrench in this whole thing is the idea that in order to get Madison on Obamacare, you have to prove to Obamacare I'm not bitching about this. I'm just telling you what hoops you have to jump through. I guess I kind of am bitching about it. Sure sounds like it. And the bitchish nature of this, you have to prove to them that you tried and were denied by Medicaid. Because Obama's like, all right, we can give you a tax break on your policy. Because they do. That's the way it's set up. Basically what it is if you like buy insurance for your family and you don't make enough money, they pay for a large portion of the premium with a tax credit. Okay. So if you earn a certain amount at the end of the year at tax time, you have to pay for that premium. If you earn more than this, there's like a threshold. You like buy a policy. Let's say the policy is $2,000 a month for the premium. Okay. They want you to pay $600. Not that different than when you might have a scenario where you have to pay for some of your insurance with your employer. You know how that is. They take a little bit out for your health care and then the employer pays the lion's share. Well, the government does that. They pay for the lion's share of the monthly premium. And then, however, if you hit a certain threshold of income, what they do is at the end of the tax year, they go, wait a minute here. You made too much, and then you got to pay that back. And they're like, oh, fuck, oh, no. Well, good news. I don't hit that threshold. I haven't ever. So, all right, that's the game, and I keep it between the lines the way I'm supposed to. And I'd love to hit the threshold, but I don't, so I don't have to worry about it. Fuck it. But what they do is they but we want to make sure that anybody who's eligible for Medicaid can you at least try. That's the way that I'm like, well, I'm not eligible. I know that. So why don't you just take a look at what information I'm giving them and you will see that I'm not eligible. No, you actually have to go and apply and prove to us with the denial that you can't get it. And I'm like, well, that's fucking stupid. It's a waste of time. So that's where I'm at now. And again, all I want Medicaid to do is tell me no. And I cannot get this to happen. So yesterday was more dick pulling here in the Eric Zane Show podcast household. Oh, my God. And then here I am. I'm like getting all these stupid records. Again, the goal to get denied. And I actually I actually uploaded onto the portal, the state portal. Please deny me. Would you please tell me to fuck off? Oh, my God. So that took up plenty of time yesterday. You ever get into a spot where you're trying to navigate something that's just sucks the life out of you, and all you can think about is palm trees and clear blue waters and some lady in a grass skirt bringing you a drink with her giant boobs in your face saying, here you go. Here, how about this drink and a hand job? Enjoy your time here in paradise. And you want to get away. And all you do is God, please get me to that spot. Just get me through this. Just get me some freaking clean air. I want to be the lead car on turn 3 at Daytona, approaching the finish line. It's all I want. Clean air hitting the car here. Oh my God. A lot of, oh, Jesus, just the red tape. And so I don't know where this thing is. I did what I was supposed to do yesterday. As of right now, Madison is still twisting in the frickin' wind. Please don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt. It's like she doesn't even have any coverage right now. It's a terrible feeling. But, man, so I'm just trying to stay focused. It'll all be over soon enough. I have a professional who's helping me navigate this, and he's doing an amazing job. And so thank you. Thank you for all the reach outs. I'm going to get reach out saying, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. I got it. I appreciate it. I got it. I got a handle on this. It's just going to take some damn time. Shit. Hey, I have the sign up pinned to the top of Twitter and Facebook for the Great Sock Giveaway. The Great Sock Giveaway. My God. All right, more on that in a little bit. If some dude gets busted for drunk driving, let's say you take your family out to eat. This is on today's show. You take your family out to eat. Well, let's say if the pandemic is gone, and you go out to eat, and then you're getting ready to go home, and everything's awesome. Everybody's just having a great time. And then as you're driving away, some sick bastard drunk hits you, puts you in a wheelchair for life, and then everybody's scarred. God forbid something even more terrible happens, like somebody dies in that accident because some sick bastard drunk decided to get in the car and drive. Okay. In this scenario, let's just say after all of that, this drunk, it's his first time offense. How would you feel if that drunk had the option to get that offense wiped off of their record at a date in the future? How would you feel about that, being that you have been a victim of this? Okay. This scenario has happened time and again. In fact, unfortunately, countless times. It's going to happen today. It may be happening as we speak. Yet, some fucking morons, where I live here in beautiful Michigan, the greatest state in the union, some fucking legal idiot political assholes decided to come up with a plan to wipe out the first time offense of any sick drunk bastard who decides to get behind the wheel. What the fuck? And they actually had the nerve to write the bill saying we need to support the drunks. We need these drunks to be able to get a fresh start. Oh my God. Wait till you hear how this one unfolded. Next, thank God the world is finally rebelling on the emotional support animal crowd. Okay, now, before you get all up in arms about, what the fuck, Zane? How can you possibly say that? I am not talking about, like, a guy with massive PTSD who has to have the dog to be with him to be able to navigate day-to-day operations. Okay, I'm not talking about the service animal, the service working dog for folks who have some type of compromised system due to something physical or mental. That is not who I am talking about. I am talking about the cocks who go onto the fucking airplane with the fucking peacock because their feelings are hurt by the election. Okay? That's what I'm talking about there. Thank God the world is finally taking the rug and pulling it out from those fucking bastards. It is about time. Got some email I need to read to you. Some bastard taking umbrage with me about my thoughts on Ohio State football, the national championship, the game last week with Clemson, and how I say the name of the football coach of Clemson. Okay. Got a lot of ground to cover. Welcome. Thank you for being here. All right. Oh, my gosh. Look at all these beautiful smiling faces. Fantastic. If you are on Facebook, it's brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. Share, share, share. Hit the share button now. Thank you very much. Twitter, that's brought to you by Blue Frost IT. I'm on Twitter at Eric Zane Show. A Periscope video there. If you could retweet it, that would make Eric so happy. These are all things. This is called housekeeping. These are all things to get more people to somehow listen to this show. All right. And then on the almighty YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, my goodness, Eric Zane Show on YouTube, brought to you by F45 Training in Byron Center, Michigan. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification. The thumbs up button. Apparently, I'm supposed to say that first. I don't know. I try to have all of my ducks in a row when it comes to what you're supposed to do. I am on Instagram. In fact, I've got Instagram Instant Trivia tonight. That's an MB distributing affair. My Instagram page is brought to you by the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. You could win $10, a crisp new $10 bill, tonight at 7 p.m. Tonight at 7. All right. I'm on Instagram. I start the live stream on Instagram Live, and then I invite you to send me a request to join. At the bottom there, you just hit a request to join. You hit that little button at the bottom, and then it sends me a little notification. It says, so-and-so wants to join. I click. There you are. I ask you a trivia question. You get it right, and you win. For example, just for fun, who on the live stream is going to get this one right first? Who plays shortstop for Charlie Brown's baseball team? Who the hell is the shortstop on Charlie Brown's baseball team? I only think I can tell you who the pitcher is. Chuck is the pitcher. Who the hell is the shortstop on Charlie Brown's baseball team? Andrew, incorrect. I'm sorry. He says Linus. Josh isn't sure, but he asks, he throws Sally out there. Dean says Peppermint Patty. No, it's not. Kyler says A-Rod. Points for that. That's actually funny. Kyler says that, but Tyler, in fact, gets it right. Tyler Kerr guessed Snoopy. Congrats. You just won for fun. Okay. That'll be Wednesday. There you go. Snoopy is the freaking shortstop. A lot of guesses. All right. But first, feeling good. I mean, feeling stronger every day. Is that a song by Chicago? Or is it feeling better every day? I think it's feeling stronger every day. Health is gaining momentum. And this is what I mean by this. This is all based on just a little bit of exercise. Now, for me, I mean, I kind of bust my ass pretty damn hard, hitting the pavement. So, but I'm smart. I'm smart enough to know that you got to start slow, okay? I haven't done shit for the last month since the kidney donation. So, I mean, I've been keeping you up to date, and this is why I preach to Kenny Maback. You got to start slow, man. Walk. So, all right, the Queen of the Forest and I, she has a New Year's resolution. She's going to walk, and even before New Year's, we started to walk. And we go over to this freaking dog park. That's awesome. That's where I ran into Zaniac Eric when he was walking his adorable beagle. I can't wait to see you again out there, Eric, so I can pet that pooch. He said, hey, Zane, love the show. It's like, oh, my God. If he would have said, I'm Eric, the cabinet maker. I email you all the time. I would have said, what's up, fucker? How are you? But he just said, hey, I love you. I love the show. Keep walking. Come on. We know each other more personally than that. Identify yourselves more thoroughly if I see you. Please. Go to the dog park. I don't bring the dogs. We just walk around this track because there's no cars. There's nothing to interfere with the walk. And then first we would just do 2 laps, 0.82 miles a lap. So 1.64 miles. We just walk it nice and easy. I was having all this, weirdo incision discomfort. But then as time passed, we started to walk a little faster. Then we did 3 laps. So that's 2.46 miles walking. All right. Then Sunday of this week, first day of the week, 1 minute jog. I got a stopwatch. Go. First of all, we walk for 3 minutes. And then we jog for a 1. That's it. At the end of the 1 minute, we walk for 3. This is classic couch to 5K. Eric knows shit. Just do what I do and you'll be fine. Jog for 1, walk for 3. Repeat for the entire 3 laps. Done. Tuesday, same thing. I'm sorry, Monday, same thing. Tuesday, same thing. By Tuesday, this is crazy. When you sit out for a month, my God, I can understand why Kenny is so like huffing and puffing, because all I did was take it easy for a month, and my legs right now are sore as shit, and that's from just these 1 minute bursts of jogging. I'm not like fucking winning the 100 meters in the Olympics here. I'm jogging slow. This is what happens when you get old as shit. Oh my God, how quickly. That's the shocking thing. How quickly fitness leaves you. Okay. But okay. And then yesterday, this is how it works. Yesterday, though, we get there to the dog park. It's pitch black. It's night because I had to go buy the snow tires. It's like 7:00 at night. There is no one there. It's so spooky. I wanted to have sex, but Diana was not about it. I thought that would have been that would have been unbelievable. In the open, completely dark, spooked out, and just sex right there. She was not going to do that, but I wanted it. And then we would have the walk. That would be a great workout. No. Little stand-up sex against a tree. Maybe a little too much information here. But anyway, it's just a fantasy. Instead of the 1 minute jog this time, you know what we did? 1 minute, 10 seconds jog. You think, seriously, that's all? That's the increment? Yes, trust me on this. And then decrease the rest to 2 minutes, 50 seconds. The walking now goes from 3 minutes to 2 minutes, 50 seconds. We're still doing 4 minutes. But now I'm just running just a little bit more and walking a little bit less. A little shorter on the recovery. A little longer on the duration of the faster movement, the running. And now today, minute 20, 2:40. And then eventually, it's going to be all 4 minutes. And then you're just running consistent. Now you have appropriately increased your workload, decreased your rest. Before you know it, you're running the whole 2.46. And you didn't even notice the difference because you did it the Eric way. Okay? Now listen to me. I talk seriously about this with you. If you ever need help, if you're like Kenny and it's like, oh shit, man, I don't know where to begin, man. I haven't done shit in fucking 5 years, man. Son of a bitch, I can't even do nothing. Would you reach out to me? Would you send me an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com? I will help you. Okay? Frankly, a lot of you, if you're in the area, you could probably just go to F45 Byron Center and they would be able to do this for you too. But, I get it. Some of you are like, I don't want to do that. I'm scared as shit to go out in public, man. I get it. I'll help you. I love helping people. Eric@ericzaneshow.com. So the queen of the forest, Diana, has been having this horrible shoulder pain. Like, it's really bad. She can't raise it, and it just came out of nowhere. Now, she'll be the first to tell you, in the past year, she hasn't done shit for exercise. Nada. Nothing. She's not happy about it. And thus, this year, I'm going after it, Eric. And I'm like, okay, all right. I'll help you. That's fine. But she's actually really, really in pain. So now I said to her months ago, I go, it needs rehab. Something happened, and the pain has put all these dominoes are starting to fall into place, and that's usually how it goes. It needs to be moved somehow. Well, I'm not doing that. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. You're fucking, no way, fuck you. I go, Diane, I'm not a physician. However, I've been exercising my whole life. I went to college for this. I don't know why I keep having to repeat this to people. I actually have knowledge about this. I'm not bullshitting. I paid for this shit. I don't even use the degree. I was going to work in this setting until radio came calling, and I don't regret that. But I mean, let me fucking tell you what's up. I know what's up. You need to move. You need to do something, and it will turn around. Might take a little while, but if you just listen to me, the problem is I'm her husband. If anybody else did this, she'd be like, oh, shit, yes, you're so right. Oh, my God. Yes. Oh, you're brilliant. Anybody. Well, something has happened during the walking and now I told you about the running. I'm reasonably certain that, seriously, she had gotten so the opposite of trained, so unbelievably unfit, that even just the swinging of the arms, because when we walk pretty aggressively. It's kind of like one of these deals. Everything's moving. And also now the impact of the running, because even though you're jogging or moving, you're running, but pretty slow, the actual impact on the ground, your whole body feels that in different spots, okay? The speed at which you hit the ground, creating the force, that has an effect on you. That's why you get sore and aching. Oh, my back's a little sore. My back. Oh, my God. You're killing me, man. Oh, my God. It hurts, man. All your joints react to that. They're like, oh, shit, what are you doing to me? All the while, the bones are rebuilding, because I don't know if you know this, but your bones are constantly being eaten and built. And I'm not bullshitting there. In your bones, there's things called osteoclasts. Okay, look it up. Osteoclasts. Those particular portions of your bones actually consume old bone. Okay, like shitty bone that's had its day. Those cells get consumed by osteoclasts, like Pac-Man. And then there's another portion of your bones called osteoblasts. Building. Osteoblasts build new bone, okay? And you know what makes them want to do that? Impact, pressure. When impact and pressure happens, all of a sudden the clasts start chowing on more bone, and the blasts start building more bone, like fucking, what's that game all the idiot kids play? The fucking blocks. What is it called? The Sims? Mind Sim. Semen Man. The stupid graphics that everybody thinks is fun. Kenny plays it with his kid, Semen Man. What the fuck is that called? Osteomine. No. Mind Man. That's it. Mind Man. That's what you're doing. I don't think that's right. Minecraft. That's it. Minecraft. Dean, you sick fuck. I'll fix her shoulders. Stay the fuck away. My God. So, anyway, this is the effects of this. Okay, this is all that. Now, again, she's not lifting weight. She's not pumping iron. She's not fucking doing Tony Horton pull-ups. She's moving. Yesterday, this happened. And I didn't even think that this would happen. But she says, you might think I'm crazy. But, and by the way, she has a doctor's appointment on Friday. So she's going down this road because it hurts so bad. And so, put a pin in that. She says, this might sound a little nutty, but, would it be shocking if I told you that my shoulder's feeling better since we started walking and jogging? And I looked at her and I go, no, because I told you. I know you did. No, don't start. Don't start with your I told you so. I go, well, yeah, I know, but I fucking did. And you need to acknowledge this. You need to understand that I'm not a fucking quack. The power is in your hands if you just get out and move. No, it doesn't surprise me at all. Based on what I was just telling you, the audience. So I explained it to her. I go, this is what is likely happening to you. Your body is responding to various systems being regulated a little bit more efficiently because of what you are doing to yourself. Keep it up. Congratulations. Because when you go to the doctor, you know what he's going to say to you? Looks like you need to exercise a little. And then you know what he's going to do? He's going to prescribe you a very expensive workout regimen that your old pal Eric, your husband, could easily give you. And then you're going to have to pay for it, and you will then be contributing to that wacky thing called the healthcare system. Hey, this is why your employer has decided, and many of them have done this. I'm not saying for sure yours, but many of them go like, hey, there are benefits to exercising. This is why they give you incentives. If we find out that you're exercising, we're going to save you money. You won't have to pay as much for your health care. Because the healthcare plans that work with employers are like, if you can get your employees moving more, that's going to save us money because they're going to be healthier. So there you go. Dean, I know I'm preaching to the choir with you, man. Dean is a fucking Jesus. This guy, he's like 79 years old, and the dick looks like that guy on all those YouTube videos that whenever you go there, or maybe even Twitter or Facebook, he's that 26-year-old ripped dude, chiseled jaw, who does all of his commercials with like his shirt off, and he's like, hey, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you're going to go and beat the pavement and work out. Well, you're wrong. That's not going to help you. You got to buy my shit over here. Yeah, fuck you. I just heard Bill Burr talking about that guy in the most recent podcast of his. I'm starting to like Burr a little bit. I definitely do. If he pulls off the fact that he's alone, it's not that different than this, except it's better. Or at least, I don't know. You know what? I can't even say that. I can't even say that fucking William Burr is better than this. In fact, I take that back. I'm way better than Bill Burr. It's just that nobody knows who the fuck I am. So he has a massive audience. Holy shit, is it huge? But there's no way in fucking crazy hell that Bill Burr is better than your old pal Eric Zane at doing a podcast. Come on. Big fucking deal. He does an hour twice a week. Eat shit. I love you, but I'm better. All right. So the Queen of the Forest, feeling the effects of the Eric exercise plan. I got more things that I'm feeling good about on this day. First of all, I am extremely stoked. You ever get like something new and you can't wait to, use it or wear it if it's clothes? Today is the day that I busted out. I don't know if you can see it on the video. It's a T-shirt with a quote. And the quote says, "The days I keep my gratitude higher than my expectations, I have really good days." What? I've said this before. I'll never forget it. I was on a run pre-kidney donation, just out running around listening to music, and I encountered a song. This is the song that I played for you, Kenny, when you visited the house, by Ray Wiley Hubbard. And I remember the first time I heard the song Mother Blues. It'll be my ride into work song this morning again on the show at the end of the podcast, on the end of the audio podcast. And I listened to the song, and I remember the line when he says, "And the days that I keep my gratitude higher than my expectations, I have really good days." And I went, what a quote. What an absolute amazing line to a song. It's an unbelievably underrated songwriter, Ray Wiley Hubbard. He's a lot like the, what is the guy's name that everybody's crazy about? Townes Van Zandt, who's also, he's dead now. He's been dead for years. But Townes Van Zandt has written some amazing pieces of music. The lyrical genius of that guy, the power of his words. You know, you got writers like that in music all the time. Bob Dylan, for God's sake, Bruce Springsteen, guys like Townes Van Zandt. And this dude, this old timer, nobody knows who the fuck Ray Wiley Hubbard is. But you know who knows who Ray Wiley Hubbard is? All the musicians in the world. Famous musicians love Ray Wiley Hubbard, this Texas old timer. So I'm sitting there and I go, fucking what a line. What a beautiful line, man. The days I keep my gratitude higher than my expectations, I have really good days. That's incredible. That means keep your feet on the ground. And I'm like, yeah, you know, be grateful for what you have and don't expect too much, because when you expect too much, you get fucking punched right in the dick. Keep them low, keep your head down, stay humble, work hard. Who said that? Who's that rapper that said that? Kanye Simmons? No. What the fuck? Work hard, stay humble. What's his name? Fuck. Oh, shit. Kanye something? I don't know. So anyway, I took that quote and I posted it on social media. I was so inspired by it. Kendrick Lamar. Fuck. And then off I go. And then I noticed that on the dude's website, he's taken that quote and he made it into a shirt. So I asked for it for Christmas. Here it is. Somebody on fucking YouTube who goes by Bleach, I think it's a newbie, says Bill Burr's funnier. Well, all right. Well, you can't win them all. I am starting to take more of a shine to him. I had a hard time. I think there's a real learning curve on him, as I'm sure there probably is on me too, on his show. But fucking some of the things he was talking about, his most recent one, V for Vendetta. If you listen to his most recent show, you'd be like, I know what the fuck you're saying there, Zane. Okay, the ADHD is running rampant again, but it is time to bring in my 86-year-old father for another round of Dear Meathead. As you know, Dear Meathead is brought to you by JM Synthetics. You can, in fact, go to jmsynthetics.com and purchase AMSOIL products, but you can also get it at Ionia Outdoors. That is officially in the middle of nowhere. It is at 1540 Jefferson Road, Suite B. Suite B? Really? In Ionia, Michigan. Everywhere in Ionia, Michigan is the middle of nowhere. All right? Everybody knows it. Let's bring in the legend, my father. Hey, guy. Where you been? Johnny on the spot. By the way, thanks to Dirk for the cell phone holder. I appreciate it, buddy.
Good morning.
Dad, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Never better. Welcome in. How's it going in your world?
Well, I don't know. In reality, I just opened my eyes.
Oh, come on. Really? Yeah. Did you sleep in a little bit, Dad?
No. Well, I kind of didn't sleep, but I was in bed just thinking about things.
Boy, you know, you sound a lot like me. Your mind goes a million miles an hour, doesn't it?
It does. I would think that almost half of the night I'm thinking.
Wow. We are so alike.
Constantly thinking.
I am so jealous of people like Diana. When she says, okay, time for bed, she gets in the jammies, she jumps into bed, and then like 2 minutes later, she's gone.
Yeah, I know. That's well, Joanne is pretty good at that too, but she's very alert.
Oh my God. Well,
she is too. She's very alert.
I sit there and it takes, I don't know, hours before I can actually really go to sleep. At least 1 hour every night. I'm just laying there in my brain.
I can really appreciate what you're saying because really similar. Like the strangest thing, I mean, I really think the strangest thing, I have a shredder, paper shredder, that I have had that is probably older than Noah's Ark.
Okay.
and all of a sudden it quit running. So I didn't take it apart, but I cleaned it up and all that. It didn't work. So Joanne went ahead and ordered another one. But anyway, it was supposed to be destined for graveyard.
Yeah, you throw it out. Mm-hmm.
All right, I was thinking about, I got to do something about it to find out if it really is broken or something. And I'm going to tackle it today, but we should already order a brand new one. So, why would I think 6 hours about a thing that is a definitely...
I don't know. I think maybe perhaps because it's something that could hurt you. It's, I mean, we all know that you love to challenge yourself on various implements of destruction. Dad, does this mean I'm going to get a call later on that says we're in the emergency room? Dad got his hand stuck in the paper shredder?
No. It's not happening. No, I'm extremely... Actually, that hand that uses it works on that. It's really damaged hand, so...
Oh, I know.
I gotta be very careful with it, so...
I know.
I can't do nothing.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, after you go through all your fingers, you're going to get your nose stuck in there or something like that.
Well, you cracked up Joanne today.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you're struggling with that. That's I don't I don't know. It just what so do you already have the new paper shredder in house?
No, it's in order. We don't have it. It's through Amazon.
Okay. Well, what if you get the old one working again? What are you going to do?
Well, I'll just give it to you.
Wow. Yeah,
so,
I said
I don't think I can work it because I tried everything, but something came to my mind that I didn't do that. So I got to try to do that. Wow. If I do that and it works, I can probably throw it away for sure.
So let me ask you this: is it
really upset?
So whatever is pressing during the awake time is what's going to be in your brain at sleep time?
It is.
So okay, well, basically then. I'm guessing then that when I was going through the kidney donation, that you would lay awake thinking about that.
Oh, I thought a lot about that. Oh my God!
Wow. Yeah, I wish I had a trick or a something to tell you that would, because I'm sure you would really rather be sleeping, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I would too.
I kept thinking I am sleeping, but I'm not sleeping.
I wish I could help. I really do.
No, but I wake up in the morning. I'm pretty fresh.
Yeah, that's a miracle.
I haven't had the decent hours of sleep that I thought I would, but I am pretty fresh.
Incredible. Okay.
Honest to God, I woke up woke up, but I got out of bed about 15 minutes ago. If it wasn't for Joanne, I'd be still laying over there.
Okay.
Just pondering about things. And here I am, sounding pretty sound.
You do sound pretty sound. You always sound pretty sound, and that's what we love.
Well, in fact, part of it was your show.
Knowing you got to do the show, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Dad.
Anyway, it's that's what it is, I guess.
All right.
It's a character.
Well, I definitely can relate. I'm very similar in that regard.
All right. Well, hey, you got my genes.
Yep, that's true. That's true. Okay, Dad. Well, Tyler, I've got numerous questions for you that I want to get to. So, all right, let's start it off, Dad. This is Tom, and he writes this. Dear Meathead, I have a special friend who hates using paper plates. He cannot understand why people like to use them instead of using the dishes in their home. Tom adds, I like how they're super affordable and can be used as kindling for my burn pile. Should I try to help my friend understand that they are good or recommend a therapist for him? He seems to be mentally incapable of handling basic stuff. Thanks. Signed, Tom.
Wow. Well, let's talk about Tom a little bit.
Yeah.
First of all, Tom, why is it that it troubles you know that a friend of yours doesn't use his dishes rather than dishes, and then he's using paper plates.
Yeah, his friend uses dishes instead of paper plates, and this guy Tom doesn't like that. He wants the guy to use paper plates.
Well, why does it bother you whether he uses paper plates or dishes? This is the question.
Yeah.
I just don't see the common sense. That's his wish. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just something that's hanging over his head for years and years and years. Like he's trying to save money by not, but he's not saving money. He can wash the dish. Well, the dish is going to take water. It costs water. It costs money to wash.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Yeah, you know what he's doing, Dad, is he's referencing me because he's trying to pull a fast one because I am the guy who will not use paper plates if I'm at home. Okay?
But the thing that is a puzzle to me is the fact that why does certain things bother other people or make them concerned about, for instance, me or you or to what we do? If what we're doing, it's not of a bother to anybody or it doesn't cost anybody anything. It's just a quirk or it's a habit or whatever. I think using a dish is a great thing. I don't think I would want to eat unless I'm out in the woods or something. Or
exactly. Yes. If you're at a picnic, then you use a paper plate. But if you're at home, you use a glass, a regular plate.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do that. We do it off and on, you know.
Use paper plates?
Sometimes I would, yeah. If we have a big crowd, we use paper plates. You know, but between her and I, it's a couple of dishes. It's not a bother. The whole course is, why does it bother him? You know.
Oh, I agree. He's an animal is what he is.
Well, it's not it, but it's a personal thing. As far as I'm concerned, let him feel the way he's feeling. That's fine. And it is expensive using paper plates.
Right,
that's true.
Expensive. Dad, I wrote down a classic meatheadism, and it is you saying the words, using plates is a beautiful thing. I love that.
It is. Well, you're making Joanne's day today. I'll tell you that right now.
I tell you what, it's a win. If Joanne laughs, that means everybody's happy.
Yes.
Okay. Stevie is another big fan, and she writes this. Hi, Ruben. Happy New Year to you and Joanne. And
Stevie, the same to you, and God bless you.
Stevie writes, and she writes, people use the new year to set goals and make resolutions. Have you made any resolutions or set any goals for yourself this year? If so, please embellish.
In reality, as many years as I can recall in my life, I've never set up any goals.
Really?
Not at all. I don't see what the goals are for. You don't have to wait till New Year's to set a goal.
Yeah.
You set a goal or make a decision anytime in your life, anytime in your day, and follow it. And then you can easily break it and pick it up again. It's foolish. The thing of it is, it's a habit to set up, not a goal. A habit is to get up, eat cereal or a slice of bread instead of 2 tons of something else. That's just a process.
So let me get this straight. If you're trying to improve yourself, the way to do it is don't set a goal.
No, the goal is not necessary. Just don't do it.
Okay. I don't know.
It's a simple process.
Goals aren't necessary.
And then here's another tale to that. The worst thing is when you break your goal, then you feel terrible.
You do? Wait a minute. So if you want to save $5 million, you do it, then you feel bad?
No. We're talking about, don't talk about money. Money, hey, I want to spend. So that goes. But the goal is, it's a promise. You promise not to eat as much. To whom? To yourself. You promise to yourself.
Okay. All right. I got it. The goal is a promise.
Now, if you want to keep your promises and it's a sacred promise, then keep it up.
All right.
But if you make it and break it, now you're going to feel terrible.
Okay. Kevin in Muskegon writes, Dear Meathead, how have you dealt with setbacks in your life as a younger man or even now, whether professionally or personally? He wants some input from you. So you might have had something negative happen to you. I don't know. You're standing there and the next thing you know, you see a finger flying through the air. How did you deal with setbacks?
Well, first of all, most of the setbacks that we have in our lives are created by ourselves. We set ourselves back. That's a fact. Believe you me, I know that. Now, try to not to do that just so that you won't have to feel bad. So, make a promise. Don't just deal with it in a sense that, it's just a promise, I broke it up, keep it up again.
Right. But so let's say something bad happens, like I don't know, you get rear-ended and the guy who hit you, it's not your fault, but your let's say your neck hurts, it's chronic pain, something that isn't your fault. How have you dealt with a setback? Maybe you get fired because the workplace is cutting back and you didn't do anything wrong, but they still fired you. How would a person deal with that?
The way that I would deal with, if I have a setback, it is a setback. If I didn't cause it, I just have to go ahead and accept it and go on with life. Don't drag it on. That make your whole day bad, week bad, month bad because of setback.
Flush it.
The setback can be recovered by other way of doing other things. So you kiss it goodbye, let a setback go. You got to be resilient and strong about your own commitments. The commitment is that to take care of yourself. How do you take care of it? When you put your mind at a troubled area, then you're going to live with it for a much longer period of time.
All right.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Forget about it.
Your own mind.
Have a short memory. I agree with that. I think that's I know that's easier said than done, but somehow I think that if people, when they have a setback, if they just move on to the next thing that they got to work on and try to work around the setback. Like, let's say, if something physically sets you back, that doesn't mean you just quit. Work around it a little bit. Figure it out.
Right.
Give yourself a little time.
You got fired from your job.
Right.
What are you going to do? Just sit home and think about that as a setback and don't do anything about it?
Exactly. You gotta shuffle your feet a little. You gotta move.
That's right. The setback is the fact that something has happened. Now get on, get something else going.
Yes, sir. Okay, great. That is good news.
For instance, if you lost a job, what are you going to do? You go get a job.
Exactly. You're not going to sit there and point fingers.
That's right.
Just accept it, flush it, move on.
Accept it and go on. That's right.
Figure it out. We're all adults here.
All right. And by the way, where you live, I just love that area.
Wait a minute. In Muskegon, Michigan, you're talking about?
Yes. Muskegon is a great city.
It's a great town. I love it very much. It's they've been trying forever to try to bring it back. It's had a couple rough spells, but I think they're on the right track there. There's no question. Yes. I have a anonymous person who has this question. Dear Meathead, My fiance and I have reached a stage in our relationship where we're starting to require more time apart. What is your advice for navigating this stage of our relationship? Is this something that you went through yourself? So basically, I don't know. They're kind of like he might be doing a lot more things where she isn't involved in any way, maybe work related, maybe extracurricular activities. I'm not sure exactly because he doesn't say, but they're not around each other as much, and he's worried that it could lead to something that's negative. What do you have any advice for this anonymous person?
Well, anonymous person, that's an issue that she is. The anonymous person, male or female?
Male.
There's got to be some kind of an issue as far as that goes. But the people that are together constantly, like for instance, my wife and I, we are just about 24/7 together.
Oh yeah.
We are to a point that we have some things that we do ourselves for either a hobby of our own or something else that it requires that we just spend the time on our own thing doing that. And she has the same scenario.
Oh, yeah.
But it gets to be to a point that when people are constantly together, would have tendency to really not to be as much together as they were at the day one of meeting each other and so forth.
Yeah, that's natural. And Joanne's probably happy about that because she probably wants to strangle you for 23 hours a day.
Well, I don't know. You're right at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, I think what you're getting at, Dad, is aren't you getting at you got to find, okay, if you think, all right, we're apart too much, you got to figure it out. You got to somehow get on the same page. But if you're together too much, that's the same thing. You got to give each other maybe a little bit more space. I guess it requires some experimentation, right?
It's true, but then again, you got to have some things of your own that you can genuinely spend time on.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if you're all alone and doing that, you got to do that. You got to have a necessity for it.
Yes, like, I don't know, building picture frames.
That's right, or cut your fingers, something.
But you
really got to be having something else to fill that area. So, and then you cannot be tied up to each other's apron,
Mm-hmm. I think, yes.
Because the guy's got something to do, the woman has got something else to do. You should do that and keep it up. If they run out of that, and now they're depending on each other to entertain each other, that's a problem. You ought to give that up.
I think that if the alarms are going off in your head that, hey, we're not around each other as much as we have been or should be, and that's bothering me, I think you should listen to that, because you need to be in each other's orbits to some degree.
Absolutely correct.
To some degree, and I think you need to listen to that instinct. You know the best. I mean, if you're taking the time to write it in, I'm guessing it's bothering you. So you got to figure that out. At
this point of my life, or our lives, we are 24/7 together because of
the pandemic.
COVID.
Yeah.
We just sit in these two chairs, watch television constantly, and I can't be out there freezing.
Right.
So, hey, it drives me crazy.
What do you think has more chance of putting you in the grave, COVID or Joanne punching you in the face because you're?
I'm not going to make a comment on that one.
Okay. Hey, Dad, I wrote down another meatheadism, and I think it's a good one. It says you cannot be all tied up to each other's aprons. I love that. I love that you Hey, you can't be tied up to each other's aprons.
I can't.
That's true. All right. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Dad, do you have any predictions for 2021? Justin wants to know if you have any predictions for this new year that we're in.
I believe the half of the year is still going to be treacherous. and the other half is going to start to pick up life the way it used to be.
Yeah. Okay. I can, I saw there is a lot of things that are available online that are called projections of illness and, well, death, frankly. And based on what they've proven to that they can predict months ahead of how many people will get sick or die. Like right now in the U.S., we have about 3,500 people a day that are passing away. Okay. By April 1, that is expected to be about 500 or 600 people. So you see how you can, just by trends and what is going on right now with the vaccinations and things like that, what they can predict. And I'll bet you that if we get down to April 1, that we'll probably be at that point, because it's been right throughout all of this. Yeah.
I agree.
So I agree. Mean, that definitely falls into play with what you were just suggesting right there. Any other predictions, Dad, about the new year, either in sports or politics or entertainment or anything at all?
Well, right now the election is a big thing on my mind. I'm reasonably sure that Trump is done, and this president is going to take on. And I think he'll do some things. I don't know. I think Trump has done a good job in reality, because he's kept the things on a keel that people could deal with it. I don't know what this guy is going to do.
All right, but
it's all up in the air. We don't know.
Can you make a bold prediction? One bold prediction, like, I don't know. Sports team, the Detroit Lions, the Tigers. Biden is going to announce that he's a woman. Whatever.
I predict that. I've given up Detroit Red Wings for now.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah, I had as of last year.
Oh.
But I predict that they're going to pick up this year, and they can become contenders.
Okay,
and
so
that's one of my dreams.
Yeah, okay. Here you go, Dad. Red Wings, playoffs or no playoffs?
They will go for playoffs.
The Red Wings gonna be in the playoffs. You heard it here first. The season is about to start. Playoffs for the Red Wings. Okay.
Yes.
Dad, I got one more for you.
Okay.
John writes this. I have a friend named Kenny Hinson who got some advice on how to get more physically in shape by walking. The person who told him is quite knowledgeable in this. However, Kenny went against that advice and pushed too hard, too fast, and ended up hurting his back. How can we help Kenny get better if he won't listen to solid advice?
Well, that is really a simple situation.
Yeah.
First of all, the back has to get the rest. Rest.
Yeah.
Do not force yourself when you're already hurt to continue on doing anything that you're doing, possibly for a betterment of your health.
Till it feels better.
You've got to be 100%. I would say if it's a third-degree damage, you're going to need probably 1 year of totally babying your back and be under medical advisement to what is going to happen.
What about the whole idea where, like, his one friend said, "Hey, I just want you to start walking. That's all I want you to do is go for walks." And then Kenny did that for a little bit, and then he stopped. And then instead of walking, he started doing like these really intense squat workouts, and then hurt his. He's just stupid.
Definitely no. Because your body is not a machine.
Yeah, that would be like you going from walking to suddenly you're trying to swim around the world, I mean, that would be dumb. Only a moron would do that.
Yeah, I mean, if your hand is damaged or hurting,
Yeah, by a
you're
saw.
not going to use that hand.
Right. No.
Is the rest of the body the same scenario?
Exactly.
If you have an ache or a pain somewhere in your toe, you prevent using that toe. I mean, you got to do that.
Yeah.
In order to heal. So a healing process is simply a resting process. So don't do that because you can damage yourself for life.
Oh, I know it. We tried to tell them. Hey, Dad, I wrote this down. If you get an ache or a pain in your toe, you should not use that toe.
That's right. Good walking.
Okay, Dad, I think we're done here. We've got pretty much exhausted all the questions. It's been fantastic as always. I want to wish you a great rest of the week. And I'm just, I feel bad that you feel like you're all cooped up there, but it's kind of for the best right now,
Well, first of all, we have a company for that. The whole world is doing that.
Yeah.
So I can't, blame the world or anything. Just something that has to be done. It's something that in my whole life I never dreamed of seeing some days like that.
Man, that's really
Yet
weird.
in the past, there was huge damage has been done through these diseases that came on, and they got conquered ultimately. But I never did believe that I will be quarantined for at least 1 year, which I have been.
Wow. Yeah, that's what we're hitting right now. Very, very soon.
So and plus, but right now it's winter time. Thank God for that, because I really can't be out there in the cold.
Okay. Really good. Well, Dad, I love you very much. You and Joanna the best, and we'll get back together and do it again next week, okay?
All right. I love you guys, and best wishes to you and your beautiful family, honey. And that audience of yours, I'll tell you, we just adore these people.
They're the best. They are the best. Very, very happy. Okay, Dad, I love you.
I love you too, honey, and talk to you later, guys.
Talk to you. Bye-bye, guy. Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao. There you go. Dear Meathead. Let's see. Oh, my God. Fantastic. Dear Meathead, brought to you by my friends at JM Synthetics. Online at jmsynthetics.com. Now available at Ionia Outdoors. So cool. All right, that's going to do it. I appreciate the comments on that. Awesome. There you go. Where are we? Okay, I wanted to touch on a couple things. First of all, the Great Sock Giveaway happens January 15th. I have the sign-up posted, pinned to the top of Facebook and Twitter. If you would, just go there and put your name on it. All this does is basically gives me a head count. I just added the name Kevin Kuipers to it. If you want to go, just drop your name on there. Thank you to Megan for helping me with the form. And then that's it. Then I know. You're not obligated to anything. All we do is on the 15th of January here in West Michigan, we meet at Rosa Parks Circle. If you're from here, you know where that is. Downtown Grand Rapids. Mask up. Okay, mask up. Socially distant event. We'll be outdoors. We'll be good to go. Everybody's wearing a mask. We're all safe. All right? And then we're going to stuff your backpack that you got to bring full of socks from Bombas. Thank you to them. All brand new, quality socks. And then as a group, we walk to the area missions, homeless shelters, and the, I guess, hot spots where a lot of the folks who are homeless hang out. We talk to these people. We wish them well. We give them the socks, and then off we go. That's it. It's just a clean pair of socks, fresh pair of socks. We're going to make these people's days. When things are tough like that, man, something as simple as that goes a fucking long way, okay? Let's get together and do that. I need bodies. That's all this is. We meet. We get the socks that my pal Mike Hamp brings, and then you give them away. That's all this is. There's nothing more to it than that. And we did it once in the past. A great success. And the more the merrier. So sign up on that sign-up sheet, or just we'll see you at that event Friday, January 15th, the Great Sock Giveaway with the Bombas Sock Brigade. Bombas is the company that makes those socks, and it's been their mission. You've seen it on their ads. They say, for every pair of socks we make, we give a pair away. What an unbelievable thing. I should do that for Patreon. For every Patreon I give one away. I'm not doing that. I am not going to do that. I will be the guy that needs the recipient of the socks. I will be sitting there saying, give me the socks. I need them. Okay. Patriot Nick is doing something very cool. He has a trivia game that he is hosting. Okay. He's giving away 2 6-month Tier 2 Patreon memberships for my Patreon. Okay. And he's doing it via a Zoom trivia game coming up on January 16th. If you want to play and you're not on Patreon already, this is for you. More information at the Facebook group Zaniacs United. All right. Search Zaniacs United on Facebook. If you're not a member, make yourself a member. Just say, I want to be a member. And then the admins will go, you're welcome. Thank you. And then on that announcement post, it's under the announcement section of Zaniacs United. Just leave a comment that says, I'm in. I'm raising my hand. I'd like to play. And then Nick will take care of the rest. And then you play trivia. And if you win, you get that Patreon for free. Thank you to Nick for doing that. That is very kind of you. I appreciate that. Nick and I do not see eye to eye on a lot of things. There is so much that I look at him and say, you're dumb. And he looks at me and says, you're a fucking dumbass. And yet here we are. He listens every damn day. He is probably one of the biggest supporters of all time. And I love that we can look at each other and say, you're dumb. And I'd give him my left nut, and he'd do events like these. That's really fantastic. That's the way it should be. You know? That's kind of like that whole politics thing, because it's going down right now in Georgia. You see? Okay, here's what's up in Georgia. Just humor me for a minute. In the Senate seat, that 2 Senate seats that were up for grabs in the November election, they forced a runoff election, and that was yesterday. Okay, so 4 people want 2 seats. You got Republican versus Democrat in one, Republican versus Democrat in the other. Well, the one Democrat, he's going to win, the black dude. And then it was still too close to call on the other race as of the start of this podcast. If the second Democrat wins, what that does is it makes an even split in the Senate. Okay? The House is already run by the Democrats. If it's even in the Senate, the deciding vote on shit goes to the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. So what this means, this is huge. What this means is if it does go that way, that's going to make Democratic agendas and bills and fly through Congress and make it so that whoever's in the White House, that would be Biden, in my opinion, he is going to have like the fucking easiest time in the world doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. So that's caused all of this drama. But here's what's up. And I'm not going to say either way about, I'm just basically setting the table for you, and I'll let you fight it out. What this has done is because of all the Trump bullshit going on about, fucking stolen election, it's rigged, all that horse shit. That's made for now this atmosphere of now whenever there's an election, all you have to do is throw your hands in the air and have a fucking heart attack and say, there's a scam going on. Fuck me. Oh, shit. We got to fucking do something. That's what's going to happen here. Okay. And it's in the state of Georgia where Trump was you remember this clip? Holy shit.
All I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Okay, so he's been trumpeting this whole business about Georgia's corrupt and this, that, and then the fucking guys are, we've done 3 recounts. Holy shit, are you crazy? So now everybody's going to say if it does go the way that Democrats have won, you're going to hear all that shit again. What I'm curious about is if the I don't even know who these people are. If the one Republican does win, okay, will Democrats start to bitch and say this is all need to be recounted? Are they going to have the same type of venom about this if the Republicans do hold the Senate by chance? I think it will be interesting to watch the Democratic response, because if they just go, well, we lost fair and square, that's going to piss off the Republicans so bad, because they've done nothing but look like fucking whores and bitches since November. So fuck me. I'm really interested in seeing that. But if the Democrats do win, how it's going to be an even bigger shitstorm. Son of a bitch. Oh my God. And then today is the day that Congress is supposed to certify the election. This is, take the electoral votes and say, hey, here they are. This is who's the president. Make it like official. Well, there's this growing, I shouldn't say growing. There are some Republicans in Congress that are like, oh, fuck no, man, no way. It's not enough to do anything. It's basically just kind of like a protest. And there's plenty of people that on both sides who say, well, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So that really doesn't mean anything. But Trump has fucking set Pence up for a fucking shit show. And here's why. Trump has said, oh, okay, we're just hoping that Vice President Pence avoids all this shit. I hope he does. He's a good friend of mine. I love him. He's fantastic. At least I hope he is. If he doesn't, maybe I won't feel that way about it. He actually said that shit. I'm paraphrasing, but he said that shit at the fucking Walmart parking lot with all those fucking super spreaders. But so he is setting, Pence is like, I can't do that. I don't have that fucking authority. Look at the Constitution. I can't just go on January 6th and say, I decided that everything's null and void. He can't. You just can't do it. He was equated to basically Pence is the guy at the Oscars who opens up the envelope and says, and the winner for the best picture that's his job. Okay. He has no more authority than that. So Trump is basically saying, oh, yes, no, I love all you. I love you. Say no to masks. Everybody hug each other. Fake news. Stop the steal. It was a beautiful election, one that we won by a lot. I want you to throw away your mask. Wipe your asshole with your mask. I want you to hug each other. Anal sex right here. Let me just tell you, I'm very thankful that on January 6th, Mike Pence is going to turn the election around for us. God bless Mike Pence. Can I get an amen to Mike Pence? Amen. Thank you. Mike Pence is going to end all of this for us, end our national nightmare, and I'll be in the White House for a long, long time, 4 more years, and after that, 4 more years after that. I'll be the president until the day I die because of Mike Pence. Pence is like, fuck you. I can't do this. The fuck is wrong with you? Oh, my God. Now, there's like a Proud Boys initiation ceremony going on in D.C., and all these fucking maniacs are getting ready to go bananas. So, I don't know. If you're the cops there in D.C., you got to be ready to go to kick some ass, man. If these fuckers get out of line, we're going to have to bust out the fire hoses on the MAGA boys and say, fucking go home. It's over. Pence can't do cock. My God. Holy shit. That is happening as we speak. Okay. In the state of Michigan, some asshole decided it would be a good idea if to basically give the possibility of a first-time offender of drunk driving to be able to wipe his or her record clean. And when I heard that this was even a possibility, I said, what fucking moron politically would think that this is a good idea? And I think this, I'm like, well, why are we even policing it if we're going to absolve people? I mean, since when, how is it that we're in a state where it's time to, I think it's time we start to have a little more patience with drunk drivers. You know, that drunk drivers are people too. And we have to look out for our drunk drivers and protect them going forward. Because at the end of the day, they won't always be drunk. And when that drunk person sobers up after killing a family of fucking 5 coming home from church, that drunk driver is going to need to get a job. And I think we need to open up some compassion for the drunk driver. Thus, I am proposing the bill that if you're a first-time offender of drunk driving, you can get that null and void. That's what we're going to do going forward. And it fucking passed. The lawmakers said, yeah, okay, we agree. Even this fucking woke attorney general, Dana Nessel, is like, yeah, yes. And I'm like, you fucking crazy fucking bastards. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that? What the fuck? Do you have no compassion for people who have been victims of fucking drunk driving, you sick fuck? Holy shit. Well, what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Well, for a governor who I've said many times I would not fucking vote for in the next election, she is making that very difficult on me because she fucking vetoed it. Holy shit. And you know what's the best part about it? She vetoed it, and she didn't give any explanation about it. She just said, fuck you, go back to work. Come up with something else. That is fucking awesome.
First up tonight, a bill that would have allowed first-time drunk drivers to have their record wiped has been vetoed. After overwhelming bipartisan support, Governor Gretchen Whitmer refused to sign it into law.
Overwhelming bipartisan support. How? What is wrong with you fucking people?
News 8's Whitney Burney has reaction from groups that say she did the right thing.
She didn't give a fuck.
House Bill 1254, which would have allowed first-time drunk drivers to start anew, is now dead.
There's a certain segment of our population.
All right, this is Roger Victory, who's a dick. He's what, in fact, he represents me in the state of Michigan, here in Hudsonville. And I'm never fucking voting for this guy again. All right. Not only for this, but because he's also one of this bunch of fucking whacked out, far right leaning fucking morons who's signed some stupid petition for the state of Michigan to fucking make it so that Trump is still president. So fuck you, Roger Victory.
Start anew is now dead.
There's a certain segment of our population that we feel that need to get back re-engaged. They paid their service to society.
After the bill passed with flying colors in both the House and the Senate, Governor Whitmer refused to sign it into law.
Yes.
In a statement to our newsroom, Whitmer's office didn't give an explicit reason. Republican Senator Roger Victory says the administration also never voiced concerns throughout the process of drafting that bill.
If there was a specific issue, if there was a concern that needed to be vetted through, that's where the process is designed to have the administration.
So basically, if she had said ahead of time, whoa, that's a problem, you wouldn't. Wait, what? I don't know. Why don't you? It's your job to come up with these fucking things and do what you're supposed to do. I don't think she's supposed to lean in on everything you're trying to do, whatever it may be, to try to tell you how to do it. I mean, that's fucking your job. And you did it. And she said, fuck you.
Come in and add their voice to it.
The bill was even supported by Attorney General Dana Nessel. She issued the following statement to our newsroom, saying she hopes the governor will revisit this legislation, as the judicial system's role in these cases should be to hold the offender accountable, but in an appropriate way.
Yeah, I don't think it's inappropriate for a person who drives drunk to have punishment. Why would you do this? That is a fucking deterrent. You are making less of a deterrent for the drunk now, okay? and this would be widely spread, this whole story. And so to me, that's not going forward, making it easier for the drunk. What are you doing?
Not by sentencing them to a lifetime of hardship and difficulty finding work.
This is clearly a fucking adapt. But hey, I follow the law. I don't drive drunk, and I'm able to take advantage of that. I'm lucky I didn't get busted when I did drive drunk, you know? And if I did get fucking busted driving drunk, I would have had to pay the fucking price. That's why we have laws in this fucking civilized society.
Backwards, if we were to go with this bill, to expunge a conviction.
This is a dude represents Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
This is clearly a step backwards if we were to go with this bill. To expunge a conviction, first-time offense for this, sends a clear message that drunk driving is excusable.
Doug Scholes with Mothers Against Drunk Driving says the governor did the right thing.
I've heard the argument that it turns people's lives upside down to get a conviction. Well,
too bad.
I would say, in contrary to that, the people who lost their loved ones, their lives are upside down.
Kent County prosecutor Chris Becker says he too has concerns that the bill
she said, Chris Becker, prosecutor for Kent County,
gives impaired drivers a pass.
If you look at the actual studies from the Centers for Disease Control, the average drunk driver has driven 80 times before they've been pulled over. And so this idea that, well, it's just one-time thing is not necessarily the case. You have people we're just not catching them.
Becker says his office has generally supported expungement laws, but House Bill 1524 still needs work to ensure community safety.
This is a serious offense. This is something that we take very seriously, and that's maybe just a leap too far.
Senator Victory says he and other legislators are open to hearing the concerns from the governor's office and making changes. He predicts they will see a similar piece of legislation in the coming weeks. Reporting from home, Whitney Burney, News 8.
Reporting from home. Oh, my God. The nerve of these fuckers. Hey, let's draft a bill, all right, where the drunk gets off. And then they had to discuss this, or they had to discuss this. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, but let's work with this. This is something to work with. Okay, more rights for the drunk who killed the fucking family of 5. Oh my God. Terrible decision. Thank God she did what she did. And I'll say it again. Boy, for someone who I've said I'm not voting for her, she keeps doing shit that makes me go, look, I might end up fucking voting for her. That's amazing to veto that. That's a strong, bold move, and letting them know with no explanation, don't do this. Don't bring this shit to my desk again. Fucking A. Amen to that. Okay. I'm on Cameo, cameo.com/Eric Zane, just $15.99, and I will give you a personal shout-out. I'll bust your friend's balls. I'll make it as sweet or as mean as you want, and it's going to be better than everybody else on Cameo. You go to anybody else on Cameo, they stink. I don't know what they're just terrible. They don't put anything into it. All they basically do is read the little script and you can do that. If you say, Eric, I want you to read this. I want you to say, hey, this is Eric Zane. And when I'm not busy trying to get in shape, I'm hanging out with the Proud Boys. No, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, you can say whatever you want. And I know what's going to happen. Pellerito's going to take me out of context saying that and say, see, look what Eric said. Why is my garage door opening right now? Why? You might be able to hear that in the background. I think that's Madison going to school. She went to school late today. I wonder what happened. Hey, Siri. Call Madison on speaker.
Calling Madison. Mobile on speaker.
See, this dormer is right above the garage, as you know. It's always fun.
Hello?
Hey, you're on the podcast.
Hi.
So, little sleepy today, huh?
Yes.
What the hell happened?
I didn't sleep good.
So what was the excuse? Did you say, I just want to sleep a little more? Is that what you asked your mother?
I said I didn't sleep good, and I kept waking up, and I didn't fall asleep till like 1 a.m. for some reason.
Yeah, you sound like me and your grandpa.
Hey.
We have
I'm
this.
still going to school.
Yeah, I know it. Well, I'm not complaining. I mean, you already got accepted into college. You're what is the grade point at right now?
Over for all 4 years, or just for this year so far?
I don't know, the higher of the two. I guess that would be this year, right?
Well, yeah, it's like a 4.1, 4.2 maybe.
Overall.
Overall, 4 years, almost a 3.9, like a 3.85.
What? Is that like the equivalent of like a C? Because when I was going to school, if you got a 4.0, that was as high as you can go. Now they go up to like 14.
They go up to a 5.
They go up to a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got like a D plus right now?
No, are you joking?
All right.
I have all A's right now.
All A's.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have the best academic career of the 3 children in this family? How does it? Take me through it. You must be very proud.
I am, and it makes Jackie mad.
I know it does, because I think what did she graduate with? 3 point what?
Well, overall, I think she almost got a 3.5, because when you get a 3.5, you get a gold cord at graduation, but she got a silver cord.
So you're going to get the gold cord, and what else do you get? What else comes with the gold cord?
I think that's it.
Okay, so you got the gold cord, she got the silver. You're going to say, look at this. I'm much smarter than you. What did Jim get? Did he get like a cord that indicates that you had a child during high school?
He didn't even get a cord.
Okay, he got like a blue cord to represent his son being born while he was still in school.
No, he should have.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an expert. He got a 4.0 in baby making. Yeah. Okay. All right. I just wanted to harass you. Keep it between the lines, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
There you go. Madison. I don't have a nickname for Madison. Well, no, we do. Thunderfoot. Remember? We call her Thunderfoot because when she walks around this household, it's like. Okay. Thanks again to my friends over at A&E Heating and Cooling. Shit, yeah. Joe Martinez is just an absolute legend. Okay. If you need a furnace installed and you are in the area of West Michigan, this is the guy. Okay. 616-516-8579. Let me park on this. Joe used to work for the big giant heating and cooling company with a fleet of vehicles and dozens of people out in the field who, when you call upon them to get an estimate, you get the tech showing up along with a salesman who says, oh, God, you need this. And it tries to sell you more than you need, gives you a credit app, because you got to apply for credit to get the thing because it costs so much. And then that's how it goes. He worked for that company. In fact, when he worked for that company is when he installed my setup here. Then he went out on his own. Now he's encouraging you to get an estimate from the big company, nameless, faceless, and anybody else. Just include him on the estimates. Make him third. He's going to beat it. I promise you. And he supports this show. All right. So go ahead. Get your 3 estimates. You're going to love Joe. You're going to get the best deal. If you got a wife at the house, she's going to fall in love with him. He is the sexiest Mexican you've ever found in your life. I swear to God, man. Some of the ladies on this show who have Joe over to service their furnace, they would like him to service their vaginas. But fortunately, Joe is married to the sweetest lady on the planet, and the listeners, they all have husbands. But I know you're thinking it. They've made it clear to me. He is a handsome devil. Okay? He is, for that moment in time, the object of desire. 616-516-8579. If you get him for an after-hours service call, he might have a couple of Dos Equis on his breath. Totally kidding. That doesn't go well with the first-time offender story. F45 training, Byron Center, Michigan. Governor said you can't do group training. They said, no problem. This is what we're doing. We're taking the flooring and we're cordoning off 10 by 12 foot squares. Each patron stays in the square with their own workout weights. You have one person leading the workout. Problem solved. Problem solved. Okay, that's a pivot and a good one at that. F45 training in Byron Center, Michigan. Take advantage now of, they have a great program that they're getting started, and you're definitely going to want to take advantage of this. I spoke not long ago with Charmaine, who runs F45 in Byron Center, the 45-day challenge. Okay, it's right around the corner. The 45-day challenge is something that's going to be starting very, very soon, in just about a week or so. And on that, very quick and effective 45-minute workouts, daily meal plans, take the guesswork out of it. They're top trainers in every workout, so you can make the most out of every class. Also, weekly blogs and videos to keep you motivated, focused, and on your way to conquering all your health and fitness goals, one step at a time. At F45 in Byron Center, Michigan. Thank you to them for being on board with the show. If you need more information on this, you can go to f45training.com/Byron Center. And you can get a week for free to try it out. Just see how it is. For a lot of you, just getting started is the hardest thing, man. Seriously. But once you get going, you will feel so much better. Thank you to F45 and Byron Center. Okay, and finally, my man Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. You need a mortgage, that's the guy. This is a business that's not just regulated to West Michigan. He services clients all around the USA, so no matter where you are, similar to Joe Martinez, go ahead, get estimates from whoever, not estimates, but talk to other people, and I promise you, the third person you call on, if that's Mario, you will go with Mario. 231-332-6505. Whether you have a great credit score or if you're new to the game, or maybe life has gotten in the way, bankruptcy, divorce, bad with money, he can help you, okay? Not every person who does mortgages wants to deal with the person I just mentioned. Mario does, because he knows it's going to come back to him. So don't be shy. Call him up. No dumb questions. I'm not saying I don't want you to ask dumb questions. I'm saying he says there are no dumb questions. You do have dumb questions, but he didn't care. Ask away. 231-332-6505. No pressure, no intimidation. He just wants to help you, and he's awesome. I wouldn't be talking about it if it weren't true. He really is great. There is currently a swing in the pendulum against, and this is all very, very good news for you and I, against these crybaby, sensitive, pain in the ass, drama kings and drama queens throughout the world who have decided that they cannot step onto an airplane unless they have an animal in their lap. Okay? I'm not talking about service animals like the folks at the Jaeger Foundation train that help our disabled veterans or a blind individual. I am talking about the woke pussies who can't go onto an airplane unless they have an Angora bunny in their lap. American Airlines is finally saying, go fuck yourself. Well done. Well freaking done. Let's hope this happens more often. They are now saying, put your pet in the stupid carrier and stuff it under the seat where it belongs, or put it in the cargo hold and roll the dice there. That's what you're going to do. Or just fucking, when you go to when you take your trip, board your dog. That doggone spoiled in Jenison, Michigan. American is defining a service animal as a dog trained to do work or perform tasks. You know the type of dog, you've seen it where it has a person who's training it and it's got a vest that says working dog, fuck off. You don't dare. How about when you're at the park and they're training the dog, the service animal, and they're actually trying to get it to, and they want to be in that area so that the distractions, so they can train the dog about how it is to work with distractions. It's not easy to do, but people know what the fuck they're doing. Train these dogs, and they're all business, man. The trainers, you don't even look at the dog that's working. Because they'll look at you with like laser eyes right through. Don't fucking look at the dog. We're working. Fuck off. I'm like, don't worry, man. I'm not. Do your thing. You're the pro. I'm getting the fuck out of the way. And God help you if your dumbass who approaches service dog while she's, and fuck the dog. You got to watch out for the handler. She's going to kick your dick so hard. She's going to get so much toe right up into your inguinal canal. Do not approach the lady training service dog. She is all business and she hates you. I always feel bad for those dogs, man. Because then once the dog is trained and it gets out in the field, and you know it's with the PTSD guy or it's with the blind guy, the dog is constantly, it always looks sad to me. It always makes me feel bad. I remember when I used to, I went out to lunch with my pal, Andy. You remember that dude, Andy the cripple from the old radio days? I still talk to Andy from time to time, but I haven't talked to him in a while. And we go to this Irish pub in Grand Rapids, and he brings his dog. And Andy's a quadriplegic, and he needs a dog. I don't know what the fuck he would do with the dog. What would he do with the dog? Open doors or some shit? He had a service dog. And we go to the restaurant, and there's Andy, and he orders a chicken fingers, and he's a quadriplegic, but he still had some mobility in the shoulder area and the elbow area, and he had like this special device that he would use and like put onto his fingers and like stab the food like a karate chop, like kaya. And then the fucking fork would go into the chicken fingers, and he'd hold it up and he'd eat. Now, I'm like getting grossed out by the whole thing. Andy, let me just pick up the food and hold it for you or something. He goes, fuck you, I'm capable. And I'm like, well, all right. But it's annoying as shit. All right, great. Well, the fucking idiot is not good with the fork. And sure enough, he drops the fucking chicken finger. And where does it go? Directly between the paws of the dog. And I don't know what the dog's name was. Shadow, Champo, Blondie. I have no idea. And it goes right between the dog's paws. And the dog is soft, golden retriever, just looks as fluffy and always bummed out, hates his life. Goes, oh my God, I can't believe it. This is the best day ever. My quadriplegic master gave me a chicken finger. I'm so happy. Oh, and he puts his head down. He's going to go, this is his big moment. And the dog puts his head down. He's going to go eat the chicken finger. What is he here? No. Shadow, no. Dog's name wasn't Shadow. But and for the story, it is Shadow, no. And the dog's like, oh, what? Are you serious? No. And so I go, well, I'm thinking to myself, oh, so what do we do? Is this a thing where we torture the dog now? Is that? And I look, I go, what the fuck, man? I go, what are you doing? Yeah, it's a bad precedent. You can't do that. I will be that will hurt me if I allow him to eat that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, that defeats the purpose of the trading, and so we got to allow that now. We can't allow that to happen. Oh fuck! I go, well, okay, so you're torturing the dog. I'll just go and pick up the chicken. No, do not. Why? Why the fuck not? Because he will now learn that, and then if he makes a movement, I will know this is trading right here. I'm like, oh my God. That's this poor dog, son of a bitch. Shall never forget that. Oh, man, that on the day that dog died, he's like, oh, thank God. Thank God. That's a service dog. Helps. Very sad. Very, very sad. But it's necessary. I would hate to be the guy that trains the dog because, I mean, my dogs, shit, man, I don't train anything. I just got dogs. They've got as much, they just take dumps when they have to. And I just hope to keep them outside enough that they do it outside, you know? No, truth be told, they're very housebroken. They're just, sometimes if you forget to let them outside, they got to go somewhere. And then that's why you buy a fucking carpet cleaner. Okay. I have been actually trying to teach Benny to sit. His manners are pretty rough. So there is a little training, but all right. So these rules go into effect with American Airlines. January 11th will no longer authorize new travel for animals that do not meet the definition, such as in emotional support animals. There is no such thing as an emotional support animal. The airline announced Tuesday in a news release. The airline said existing bookings involving emotional support animals will be honored through February 1 when the company's new policies go into effect. Now, you know there's going to be a scene where, because they always tell you, like, for example, you buy a plane ticket right now, first thing they tell you is, rule number 1, before you buy this ticket, you agree you will wear a mask and you will not be an asshole. Okay? I agree. And then what does the dickhead do? He gets to the terminal. He's getting on the plane. He decides he's going to be an asshole and he's not going to wear a mask. And then they have to turn the plane around. Everybody gets pissed off. Guy is banned from flying. So despite them seeing that and knowing the rules, they don't give a fuck. That's what they're going to do now. You agree you will not take a support animal on this plane. Well, so after February 1st, someone is going to do that. Someone's going to show up with their fucking emotional sperm whale, and they're going to try to get on the airplane, and we're going to have some great fun making fun of that video. That's my bold prediction for the new year. There will be stupid videos of people bringing their emotional support river otter onto the plane. Animals that had been previously traveled as emotional support animals and no longer qualify as service animals can travel as carry-on pets or in the cargo hold, provided they meet the airline's requirements, and it will cost you $125. We're confident this approach will enable us to better serve our customers. Yeah, all the ones who are on the plane that don't have to put up with your emotional support Clydesdale taking a shit onto the face of someone sitting there just trying to eat their fucking cookies. We want to serve our customers, particularly those with disabilities who travel with service animals, and better protect our team members at this airport and on the aircraft. This is great news. We cannot have our airplanes being a fucking petting zoo. Alaska Airlines a week ago also said it would no longer accept emotional support animals. The pendulum has swung back. This all came because the feds got involved, okay? As soon as the feds turned, everybody is turning now. The Transportation Department early last month said it was reversing its long-held position that requires airlines to allow passengers to travel with emotional support animals as long as they had a note from a doctor. No more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my God. The agency's switch follows an increase in service animal complaints from passengers with disabilities. So the people with the disabilities who actually have problems don't like them. Misbehavior by emotional support animals and lack of clarity around the definition of service animal and disruptions caused by, quote, requests to transport unusual species of animals on board aircraft, according to the Department of Transportation. Airlines for years have struggled to contend with travelers who brought a menagerie of animals on board, including cats, turtles, pigs, and other creatures. The 2018 Frontier Airlines, you had the emotional support squirrel. United Airlines, they had the passenger who wanted to bring the support peacock on board. Remember that asshole? Thank God. Score one for the good guys. It's about time. Keep your fucking petting zoo in your house, you asshole. Hey, I need you to contribute to the show. In fact, these stories that I have, a lot of them, in fact, the emotional support animals rebellion story that is sent along by Bleeding Heart Brian. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you have a bit of content that you think, man, Zane would be able to go off on this, don't fucking send it, man. Hit forward or copy the link and put it in an email and send it to me. Eric@ericzaneshow.com. Some of you have my phone number. Text it to me. I don't care. Get that story in my hands. Okay? Send it along on the email on the Shoreliners Striping inbox, Eric@ericzaneshow.com. Your contributions to the show keep it growing because, I sit there and I come up with things to talk about all the damn time. No big deal. But if we got the more the merrier. So thank you. Thank you very much. All right. If you also want to be the program director in charge of radio station Q100 in Northern Michigan for 2 hours, send me a list for my music radio show, The Insane Asylum. You're the program director. 2 hours of music. I have it down as 24 songs. I may not use them all. Be creative as you want about it. Now, for some of you, Kenny, I might not use every song. Okay? But you run a good shot of getting something that you haven't heard played on the radio on the Insane Asylum. This radio station's awesome. They play whatever the fuck they want. I just pick the music and throw it up there all the time. And then Adam the Odd in Northern Michigan, I said, hey, why don't you help me out? And he sent me 24 songs, 23 of which were awesome, except for the Clutch song. And that is going to actually be on the radio this weekend. It was supposed to be last weekend, but there was a tech issue. So Adam's effort is going to be heard on the radio on Q100 coming up this weekend. Red State Dirk sent me a list. The following weekend, I'll feature him. Adam the Odds already sent me another list. So get in the queue. If you think you've got good musical taste, send me 24. I put up the event invite for the TC Paintball. Paintball War 11, 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 kidney. This happens on Thursday, the 21st of January. I need the RSVPs. You can go to the event on my Facebook. I also linked it up on Twitter and do it that way. And just say, I'm going. Party of 3, I'm going. You can do that. Got a number of you doing that already. Or you can just reach out to me, Eric@ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. Paintball War 11, 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 kidney. I am playing. I'm going to kick your ass. I just heard from former Grand Rapids Griffin and 2013 Calder Cup winner, fan favorite, Tristan Grant. This cement-headed twat said he wants in on the paintball game. And I told him I'm going to shoot the fuck out of him. So hang out with me. Well, he didn't 100% commit. He kind of did it in a weird way. I'm like, just fucking commit, you asshole. So there you go. That comes up on the 21st. TC Paintball. It's $35 per person. With that, you get the paint, you get the gun, you get the mask. This is the ultimate socially distant event. You wear a mask, you try to stay away from each other. Fucking great. Pizza party ahead of time from BC Pizza, not to be confused with TC Paintball. BC stands for Best Choice. BC Pizza Grand Rapids. Thank you. If you want a pizza, order it from BC Pizza in Grand Rapids, Michigan. If you're in the area, they provide the pizza. 6 p.m. start. We play till 9. All right. Last but certainly not least, finishing up year 2 of their support of the Eric Zane Show podcast, of me talking about their initiatives, the Kent County Health Department. What started as just talking about, hey, make sure your kids don't get measles, has turned to, oh my God, life and death scenario. Here's how you get the vaccine. Or here's the latest on the vaccine. Or here's where you go to get tested. Okay? Unless you're an anti-vaxxer. Kent County Health Department. Get more information on all of their initiatives at accesskent.com/health. I've been dying to get the world famous nurse Mary Wazinski in here, the vaccine coordinator educator for the Kent County Health Department. But she's so incredibly busy with all of the things going on. It's tough, but I hope to have her in here before too long. Thank you, Kent County Health Department. If you're struggling with information about the pandemic that you need some guidance on, that's where you get it if you live in Kent County, Michigan. And or any other vaccines you might need, help with the WIC program, and anything else available that they have that you need support on. Kent County Health Department, thank you. Okay, before I get to the email, did you see that they awarded, I hate to say it, another member of the Alabama Crimson Tides won the fucking Heisman Trophy? Now, as much as I hate that an Alabama player has won it, and Zane, why do you hate Alabama? Well, because they're great, okay? They're just great. I just want to see the other guy win. You know, that's it. It's just too much for me. It's like they're a professional football team. But this dude who won it, this is rare. A receiver has won the Heisman Trophy. Devontae Smith, this guy is an absolute machine. Son of a bitch. The first person to win the Heisman Trophy, a receiver, in 29 years. Do you remember the last one? Here's a hit. Heisman pose. Heisman pose. Fucking Desmond Howard. Remember Desmond Howard, Michigan? 1991? Oh, my God. And before him, 1987, Tim Brown with Coach Lou Holtz. Remember that? And for you really old fucks, Nebraska's Johnny Rodgers in 1972. Those are the four people in all the years of the fucking Heisman that have been receivers to win the award. It's usually a quarterback. Smith beat the shit out of everybody. 447 first place votes. That gave him 1,856 points. Number 2, Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence, 222 votes. Third place, the Alabama quarterback, Mac Jones, 138 votes. And then Florida's Kyle Trask got 61. So that means dude will play in the national championship game against Ohio State as the Heisman Trophy winner. Wow. Okay. All right. Very, very cool. This is his second year in football. No doubt he'll be done. Smith carved out a place in Alabama's storied history as a freshman, catching the winning 41-yard touchdown pass from Tua in overtime against Georgia. I take that back. That was 2017 that he did that. Wow, he's been there that long? I thought for sure that guy would have been like, you know how it is in college football, you play like one game, and then you're given a 20-year contract in the NFL. Again, I've exhausted my knowledge of football. All right. And that was apparently on display, my lack of knowledge in football, earlier this week. And that was, let's see, where is the email? All right, give me a second here. And that was on display when I was talking about the game between Ohio State and Clemson. Because apparently I've been, the name of the Clemson football coach, I've been saying it inappropriately. Okay? Before we get to that email, this is the coach of Clemson in an interview that I pulled online about how to pronounce his name.
He knows a lot about mispronunciations. Rarely is his name said right.
Dabo Swinney. For Dabo Swinney. Dabo.
Coach, for the record, How do you say your name?
Dabo Sweeney. Dabo Sweeney. It's not Dabo or.
I'd always said Dabo, so I didn't even know it was Dabo. Let's pause right there. D-A-B-O, Dabo. I think we can all agree that's a fucked up name. Dabo. Is it real? I guess I need more research, but that's how you say it. Dabo Sweeney. On the bit, I had been saying Dabo Sweeney. It's spelled Sweeney, but it's not.
Sweeney. It's not Dabo or Dabo.
It's not just his first name, but his last as well.
Dabo Sweeney. Because I don't want to get yelled at by Dabo Sweeney.
And I know it's spelled Sweeney, but it's Sweeney. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. But that's how you say it.
They have some crazy names for you.
Yeah, I've been called a lot of things. At least they make an effort. Maybe we win enough games.
You've been called dumb fuck who says Ohio State's 11th.
Maybe eventually somebody might learn how to pronounce my name.
I still can't believe that guy did that. I still can't believe. If you know that you've got a chance to see Ohio State, and you know full well, the coaches are constantly saying to players, man, don't say anything to rile up the other team. Don't give them that bulletin board material. Hang on, I got to fill out my coaches poll. Ohio State 11. What does it hurt you if you rank them 3? It doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't fucking matter. I mean, all that, even if you really in your heart of hearts believe that you're right, that a team that's played 6 games should not be ranked in the top 10, they're still gonna be there. You still are going to have a chance to play them. So you kick that can down the road. You can even go back after you beat them and say, by the way, when I ranked them 3rd, I really meant 11th because I didn't want to give them bulletin board material. Now, nobody would really do that, but still, I cannot believe a guy who's constantly bitching at his players not to give them bulletin board material actually gave bulletin board material, the biggest bulletin board material. That's one of the reasons why you lost, you fucking moron. Okay, so you say it, Dabo Sweeney. I had been saying it wrong. That prompted BJ to write this on the Shoreliner Striping inbox. Eric, I'm yelling at the radio. He was listening through the radio. Clemson coach pronounced Sweeney, driving me nuts. Then he writes this. As for the Clemson game, the player who did the hit and got thrown out, he ended up hitting Fields. That was, in my opinion, a clean hit. That asshole took off, Fields, out of the pocket and didn't slide, trying to be a tough-ass quarterback. So if you want to play tough-ass football, then you run the risk of getting your fucking head ripped off, which I wish he would have done. A few broken ribs isn't enough for that ignorant fuck. You're supposed to slide. He's right. You are supposed to slide. As for the next round of games, yes, go Bama. Roll Tide. Fuck Ohio State. There are 2 teams I always root for. The one playing Ohio State and the one playing Green Bay. Whether it's a dumbass nut or some cheesehead, they can both lose. Sign, BJ. Well done, BJ. Thank you for reaching out. And thank you to you for paying attention to me on the stupid podcast. Which you all know deep down, it's fucking a million times better than Bill Burr. I know that. Everybody knows that. It's funnier. It's more informative. Better storyteller. Better on my feet. It's just better all the way around. He's a fucking klutz. Fuck him and fuck you if you think otherwise. Thanks, folks. Talk to you next time. Talk to you on the Patreon. Thanks. Don't be a smelly twat and enjoy the ride into work song. Bye-bye. It said swelly. See ya.